Good morning from San Sebastian. It is our first day here in Spain. Last night we had a very long trip, so we got up at about 7 o'clock this morning and we're out. But it is worth it because we are getting our first view of the city, and if you look at this, you will understand why it is all worth the while. We're about to film meeting my guide for Bilbao, a lovely Spanish lady who is a bit of a food expert here, and she's going to give us a sense of this wonderful city, which is basically the best kept secret in the food world, and you can see the view is pretty incredible, so I'm hoping the food matches it. We're on the funicular at the moment, and it's moving a lot slower than I was expecting. I thought at the incline we were coming down the hill we might go a little bit faster.
Hello!
Hello! Nayara, you are our guide in San Sebastian.
Yeah.
Tell me what this sculpture is that we're looking at.
The name of the sculpture is El Peine de los Vientos, and it was made by Eduardo Chillida. And it's a very representative thing from San Sebastian. So when the sea is really brave, the water comes up from these holes in the floor.
Okay, through these?
Yeah.
Wow. We've just stopped outside Ortzen, which is a bakery here in San Sebastian, and it is one of the most spectacular bakeries I've ever been in. Lots of big piles of traditional cakes and bakes, but also lots of modern ones as well. Truffles, chocolates, eclairs, and they really had everything you could possibly ever want in a bakery shop. Really exciting stuff, and we've just ordered one which Nayara says is one of the classic bakes in San Sebastian, so very excited to try that. It's pastry with what looks like frangipane with some almonds and a bit of cream in the centre as well. I really didn't know that Spain had such a tradition of baking, so hopefully we'll see a little bit more of that throughout our tour in San Sebastian. We've just come down this tiny little side alley into one of these Pintos bars, and it's called Bar Alustiza. Check this out.
Well, this is a really old restaurant, and everybody comes here. It's really, really nice. Since I was a little girl, on Sundays we come here to have a meal.
Okay.
And they are really specialist in ham.
This, I can see this.
You have here, this is the counter, you have all the pinchos, and then you can have whatever you want. With pinchos you have the cool ones, that all of them are in the counter, and the hot ones, they have to cook it in the kitchen.
As part of our goose barnacle fishing sequence, I have to get into a wetsuit, and I can't say I look my best in a wetsuit because they've given me one that's torn and one that, and he's also given me Wellington boots that have 2 left feet. So this is currently how I look. Yep, that's what I've got. That's what I've got to work with, and we're about to go down onto the beach. I can't really say I'm looking forward to this, but I think when you look as ridiculous as this, it's got to be a bit of fun. And I'm going in with Miguel. Miguel is the man. He is basically goose barnacle fisherman extraordinaire. It's quite wavy, but Miguel is on the hunt, as you can see. He keeps diving for these goose barnacles. I can see why this is dangerous. I feel like the Little Mermaid. Not quite as not quite as glamorous. The waves keep coming in, but you have to try and get these goose barnacles off the rocks. And he's got one. Fantastic. And this is what it's all for. One of these little dinosaur toes, and I'm hoping that it's worth the while. I'm hoping that they taste good. Say hello, Miguel. These are the goose barnacles. They kind of look like dinosaurs' toes. They take them very seriously. I think they cost huge amounts of money. For a plate of these, for about 250 grams, it costs about €70, so they are really, really expensive. So basically, you take one of these dinosaur toenails by the toe, and then you rip them very badly. And that's what it looks like. And in here is something. Calm down, Robbie. In here is something that looks kind of like a snail, and when you bite into them, they're very salty. It tastes like the sea. They taste, texture-wise, they're very like snails, And you get left with this lovely little souvenir, which looks like a dinosaur toenail. So yeah, all in all, a pretty good experience. I've eaten about, I'd say about 150 euros worth of goose barnacles now, so I'm very happy. We've just arrived at one of the many Michelin star restaurants in San Sebastian. This one is called Aquelarre, I think. And I don't know what to expect. I don't eat out in many Michelin star restaurants, but I've heard that some of the best ones are here in San Sebastian, so I know I'm in for a treat. We've just filmed with Pedro, who is a 3-star Michelin chef, and he is basically the godfather of food here in San Sebastian. Many of the other Michelin star restaurants have learned from him. They've spent time in his kitchens, and it's an incredible honour to have cooked with him. He made this superb dish, which was very simple to start with, but basically it's layers of thinly sliced tomatoes with fresh anchovies, which were cut today. Lots of different herbs. He had oyster leaf. He had a little bit of samphire, and he had spring onions and some chive flowers. And then, just when you thought it was all over, he dipped a little bit of olive oil with anchovies in it and added basically a big bag of salt on top. And it was hot salt, and it cooks it for 2 minutes and then takes it off and serves it. It is like nothing I've ever tasted before. Really superb food, really special, and you know what's beautiful about it is that it's simple. It has a simple flavour, but it's the method, and he cooks it for 2 minutes on the table in the restaurant. So a very kind of theatrical moment in the kitchen. What happens in the Gastronomic Society?
Well, all the members, they come here to cook, to have fun, to play cards, to sing.
And what sort of food should we expect?
Now we are in season, maybe some tuna that we are in season, maybe some squids, but I'm not sure, we will see it now.
Great, sounds good, let's go in.
Okay.
I'm just following Nayara, and she's bringing me to one of San Sebastian's fantastic gastronomic societies, and I feel like it's a real privilege because most tourists would never get the opportunity to eat here. As you can see, it's fairly mad, and I've never filmed with this many people around, but this giant dessert has just arrived. This is a millefeuille. Beautiful. And what is the name of this dish?
Squid with caramelized onion in its ink.
In its ink?
Yeah.
So you've got loads of squid ink there.
The smell will tell you when it's okay.
Okay. The kitchen behind me, I mean there's people everywhere, and you have to fight for your space here because everyone wants to get in and cook, so we're actually being kicked out now because people are getting very hungry. We're just tucking into this classic Basque dish, which is cod cheeks, basically cooked slowly with the natural gelatin that's in them, a little bit of olive oil, some parsley, basically it's created this really thick sort of mayonnaise-like sauce, and served alongside them there's these clams which are cooked, kind of tastes like there's a little bit of white wine, some parsley, and a little bit of chilli as well. They're incredibly tasty, and both very, very unusual. Things I've never tried before. We're about to try this traditional pudding. It kind of looks like a bread pudding with a crispy caramel top.
It's very good.
That is beautiful. This is such a cool little society. I've never come across something like this before, and I'm already trying to think how you could bring it home. But they are all so passionate about food. They're trying to get everyone involved. They're cooking classic and traditional dishes. This is one of the more exciting things we filmed, just because I've never come across it before, and it's a really cool thing. We've finished filming in the Gastronomic Society, and now we're having a bit of a wander around to have a look at the sights and sounds of San Sebastian. And it's a Sunday afternoon. People are on the streets having a very relaxed time. People are eating ice cream, soaking up the sunshine, and it really is a spectacular little city, and one that I really didn't know very much about. But I have to say, I'm slowly falling in love. I am totally coming back here because it is just such a beautiful city and so much great food. Lots to be excited about. Myself and Nyara here, we've just finished filming in our first picture bar of the evening, and it is packed. There's literally people everywhere. And a huge selection here. This is a popular product. And you can see why if you check out some of the dishes. You've got a huge amount to choose from. It is 11 o'clock at night, and we have just finished our final scene in one of the Pinchos bars. So we're carrying all the equipment. We are very, very tired. Look at Johnny, he can't even be seen now. And Robbie, he's very tired too. But look, it's all done. This is our last little thing in San Sebastian, and tomorrow we are hitting the road and heading to Lisbon. So make sure that you like this video, make sure that you comment below, and of course, subscribe for more adventures.